Hey guys, Andre here with Cinemoff.com. I hope you had an amazing Easter. This time I'm bringing you the Iron Legion figure of Hot Toys, the latest Avengers Age of Ultron line release. It's quite a basic figure, I have to say. Not the main character, but a nice addition if you're a hardcore Iron Man or Avengers fan. So follow me through this video review. I will show you first the box and then all the details on the figure. Alright, let's have a quick 360 at the box. As you can see here, lots of yellowish and blue paint applications. There's a movie still image of the Iron Legion unit. Here it says Iron Legion. It's the MMS299, the last figure in the 200 numbers of the MMS line. After that we'll get the release of the much expected Mark 45, the next diecast release. Here on the side a special note. So this is just the Iron Legion symbol, but here a very important number. We got here the number 3. So this is the third drone in the Iron Legion unit in the movie. I think there were about 6 units or 6 different models. Basically 5 of them look the same, but this is the third one, and the third one was actually the one that Ultron took over. So it's basically the start of the Ultron infection of the Tony Stark mech universe, and I think all the other models had like just white and bluish paint applications. Alright, here we go with the figure out of the box. As you can see, it's obvious that we've got the model number 3 in front of us. The numbers printed on every different segments of the armor, and as I said, these are just drones, so there's no actual human that should fit inside, and thus we got a very sleek and lean look. Let's go first for the accessories, because there's not much to talk about. Here on the forearms you see already that I mounted these missile pods. You got 2 of them for both arms. It's just a replacement pack somehow. No additional articulation, and if you ask me, a bit sluggish painted. And this is just with the number on it. And also quite weak are replacement hands. So they are not articulated here, these. They're just glued fingers on it. And it also looks quite weak and like very weak plastic, sluggish painted somehow. And it feels a bit like a third tier accessory or something like this. And then of course you got an additional uniquely styled base. It says Iron Legion on it, and you got this like mechanized Avengers A on it. It's really uniquely designed compared with the other recently released Avengers figures, so this is a completely new style. So let's go back to the actual figure and let's put some detail presentation on this magnificent armor design. On the first look I felt it was a bit boring, because if you look primarily at the blue armor parts, they're painted a bit weak. They don't have a lot of depth to it, they're matte painted, and also the weathering parts, the battle damage on some pieces look a bit weakly applied, but in contrast the white parts are extremely nice and well done. They have a bright shine to them. And actually, if I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, if you put it in some bright light, you will see some blue metallic crystal paint application sparkling through the white. It's quite a cool effect. The chest armor you can actually remove. Let's try this out. Just pull it here on the sides, and down below we've got just a basic silverish robotic chest. Let's put it back in. It's not magnetic, just with 2 packs. Also the sticker design, I think it has to be stickers. They're nicely applied, or maybe they're like printed on stamps or something. So let's go next to the head sculpt. Basically it's just a hollow robotic helmet. And there's no neck articulation. You see some tubing here and there, but they're not articulated, so it's basically just a ball joint with a rotatable head on it. Alright, for the LED compartment, Hot Toys gave us something new. So basically you have to pull off this top piece, and there below you will find a newly designed LED or battery compartment, which you can actually remove by just pulling with the fingernails in this part. So there are no screws anymore. A bit too hidden for my liking is the LED switch. Let's try if I come in there with my fingernails. It's almost impossible. Maybe you have to use this piece of the helmet. And there we go. So here we've got him with the LED eyes activated. Quite a nice shine to it. Basically the same way it goes for the chest micro arc reactor. On the back area we've got this segment or this panel with the number 3 on it, and below you see this newly designed battery compartment where you just can snap out the battery cover. No idea why Hot Toys didn't wanted to give us this new feature on some recent releases already, but yeah. So here's the LED switch, and on the front you will see a nicely lit up arc reactor. Quite nice. So in the same way it goes for the gauntlets or the LEDs in the hands. These are hidden below this gauntlet pods. So basically on the front side you got another gauntlet guard, and below there this is the battery compartment with the same snap out feature, and here is the switch. Nice and easy. But I still prefer the visible switches somehow. For me it's not that important that they have to be hidden away, but yeah. So for articulation you see there's no additional ab crunch in it, just some different segments in the upper body and the lower body. The arms are fully rotatable. You actually can hide these gaps here with the shoulder segment, so absolutely no problem. Here you see the articulated fingers that you know from other Iron Man figures. Really nice and easy. So on the leg area you will see that you can achieve some extreme poses by just pulling them down a bit and putting them up a bit to close the gaps. You can actually use these flaps here to cover some of the gaps. They are not somehow attached. These are just some two loose plastic parts. Also the knee area fully articulated, and you even have a bit of swivel on the boots or the feet to give them some additional stabilization. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with the articulation on this figure. Alright, here 360 of Iron Legion in the action pose. You see all these different segments in the armor with a lot of silverish, red, blue, white elements. It's quite a nice mashup of different technologies of Avengers and Tony Stark technology. But somehow the last impression of the figure is a bit weak. I mean, here you see on the mask actually some different bluish paint spots. They look really weak, somehow like a mispainted mask, but I compared it with other pictures and I think they're on every figure. And also the gold that they used for the mask is a bit too less metallic, very plastic looking, and especially right next to the very plastic looking blue looks a bit weak. And here for example, in comparison with the battle damaged drone that we got with the Mark 43, there's really a huge difference. I mean, the plastic also feels weak, but somehow the paint job really makes up for it. So as a final shot in this video review, I wanted to give you a comparison of the Iron Legion next to the magnificent Mark 43 on the left. The Mark 43 was, in my mind, the perfect release in terms of Iron Man releases last year of Hot Toys. It hit at the perfect date in May, about 1 year ago actually, right next to the movie theaters release of Avengers Age of Ultron. And in direct comparison with the Iron Legion figure, you definitely see the quality and the care that went into that release. It costs almost double of it, of the Iron Legion, but you see that the metallic paint usage and the golden paint areas are a lot better executed. I think overall a lot more time and engineering, brain, design thinking went into that suit or execution of that release compared to the Iron Legion. But I think for about $200 the Iron Legion is a nice release. Definitely something more of a second tier character and something for the hardcore Iron Man collector, but it has its stuff. I mean, basically it's the original Ultron suit somehow developed from this design. Also the sentries of Ultron derived from this design. So that's a quite interesting fact to that character or that suit. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Until next time, bye bye.